Given opportunity, he has served as that man. He needs to rest. He did his part. Let him rest and become a father figure for the nation. Yes.
Your advice of advising him to rest, and I'm saying you're as in UPND. The UPND members, some UPND members, most of them that have actually talked about let this man rest. The advice has been seen to be fear of the unknown, but through an advice, existing through an advice. Is this a situation where if he heeds to your advice,
issues are still in court, whether or not he's even eligible? So that I don't want to go that route. But I want to say, if he's given an opportunity to contest and he loses again, what will happen? Will those people that are calling themselves PF there, are they going to stand with him? Where were they 2021 after the loss of President Lungu? They left him. They left it. I know the story because I come from there. So for me, this issue of blackmailing President Lungu, trying to incite President Lungu to continually attack President HH is bad. As Christians, even the church must realize that the more they continue promoting this issue of thinking that, they want to continue benefiting in the conflict between President HH and President Lungu, it is not a good thing. So for me, President HH has already offered his time and he's ready with no conditions. He's ready to meet with President Lungu, dialogue, and then we move on as a nation. But it's President Lungu, and again, not President Lungu. The team that is surrounding President Lungu,
do you think that
are writing for him conditions? How do they give a condition to go to a dialogue?
in most conflict resolutions that we've had of this nature that involves leadership of the country in the past has always been aided by the church. But the church and the civil society are very quiet about pushing a reconciliation of the leadership. Do you think that the absence of church is giving room for other people, like you've referred to, some PF members around the former president, to have a grip on him and not give way for civil society or indeed the church to convince and have a conversation with him?
Yes, indeed. For me, I believe our church has done it before and they can again do it. That's why I think we've seen many churches have actually offered to mediate in this matter. And that's why I'm saying it is to those calls that President Hakainde has agreed. And he's put it clear, he's ready. But I think, Zach, you will agree with me that President Lungu wrote a letter. Recently, it was in the public domain, giving preconditions to a mediation, to a dialogue, which is unfortunate. And that's what I'm saying. All those things, shenanigans for my colleagues like Nakachinda, Mwamba, those issues. And the reason is simple. The reason is simple. When you hear them say, no, our password is ECL, they think that they know that if ECL reconciles with HH, then they are doomed. Their political careers crash immediately. They have no political career. They are riding on the back of President Lungu. But then our call to the church is that I think Zambia is bigger than those 2, 3, 4 people surrounding President Lungu. The church must still rise to the occasion. They must rise to this occasion to make sure. I personally stand here. I saw that President Lungu was recently in Kafue, and the bishop from the UCZ, the one in charge of Lusaka, was presiding on that service. I have written before, when I was in the PF, I wrote to that bishop before, because we attended mass with him again one time in Mtendere, my constituency, with President Lungu. I wrote to that bishop, you need to rise above supporting one particular president or party or what. Let's bring these leaders together. I believe our church leaders can do that. And there is still time. There's still room to do that. especially that now I think they have also seen the church leaders, the bishops, the apostles, they have also seen that President Lungu is being abused. He is our leader. He once saved this nation. When we were celebrating, I passed through just the neighboring mall here, Levy Mall, when we were commemorating the 60th independence anniversary. I saw portraits put by the pillars in the mall, and these portraits were 7 in number, including President Lungu. Okay. That's government that put those. Okay, so we shall never in the history of Zambia, rule out the name Lungu, because he ruled and he served this nation for 7 years. Hence, that is so it's not out of fear that he can change President Hakainde. No, it is the issue of saying, let us respect this man. He was our leader. He can remain a father figure of this nation, than them tossing him around from Tonse now to go where? Because those are jokes. What ideology is Tonse? Even the Kwacha, I think, is it Kwacha? Uka was even much better. They were saying United whatever alliance. But when you say Tonse alliance, it's also born out of bitterness. Everything that you do which is born out of bitterness, it will not go anywhere. Because they were expelled, Dan Pule and Sean Tembo and the others were expelled from Uka. Out of bitterness, they want now to move President Lungu, because they know that is the only variable they have in these alliances. So for me, it is unfortunate. And you see that you heard from his speech, President Lungu, that he is at pains actually to leave Uka. He is at pains, except he's being dragged to Tonse. He said in Kafiwa, I'm transitioning from Uka to Tonse. But both Uka and Tonse were together. How?